Hello, my name is Pulkit. Welcome to the demo of our Capstone project. Our Capstone project is based on implementing a batch processing data pipeline. We are using Twitter as the data source. We are getting the data, streaming data from Twitter. We are collecting tweets regarding the stock symbols and processing the tweets to show interesting visualizations, as we will see in this demo. So we have divided this overall dashboard into two pages. There is a number section that allows you to read more about the implementation of the project. This is the project architecture. It consists of different services for getting the data, processing the data. For processing the data in batch operations, we have used PySpark in addition to with the help of AWS Glue as the serverless platform to run PySpark. We have used DynamoDB as the NoSQL database that our front end is accessing directly and showing the visualizations to the user. This is the list of different technologies and services we have used in this project. For example, for compute, we have used EC2, ECS, and so on. For analytics, we have used Kinesis Firehose to collect the data. For anything related to ETL, we are using AWS Glue. For authorization, we are using IAM, we are using Python for all the coding. These are the libraries we are using. We have used Docker to containerize the code. We have published all the code on Git. And as I mentioned initially, we have used Twitter API for collecting the tweets. Let's back to the home page. This is the home page. On the sidebar, you can see the different sections in this demo. Let's start with section 1. In the section 1, the first charts that we are interested in the visualizations are the metrics and the board charts. The metrics shows you how much data we have collected so far. So we have total of 2 months of data. Not even 2 months. We just have 1 month of data and a couple of days for the month of October. You can see that in yearly we have around 5 lakh tweets, out of which these many are positive, neutral, and negative. In the aggregation type allows the user to go at a more detailed level up to the hourly level. For example, if we go to monthly, we have 2 months available, the month number 10, for which we only had data for 3 days, and we have the month number 11. And similarly, we come up to the hourly level, select different dates or different times in the day. The small delta symbols that you see is what is how much the total tweets differ. For example, they are down 162. Similarly, positive tweets are down 110 compared to the hour 20 on this particular day. This is the top ticker symbols, top stock symbols by mentions, number of mentions on that particular day, and this is the breakdown by sentiment. For example, Tesla has a total positive sentiment of 44% and a negative sentiment of 22%. We can also sort the data depending upon the number of positives, number of negatives, or neutral. So this shows you the chart with the most positive percentages. Like, they, like this particular stock symbol on this day doesn't have any negative or neutral tweets, so it appears on the top three lists. We can also go back to number of mentions, and instead of the top three, if we are interested in top 15, we can get and visualize that information as well. So this is the top 10, the top 15 information on this day at this hour. Now let's look at the last level, which is the daily level. On 14th of November, we had a total of 15,000 tweets, 6,000 more than the last day. These many positive tweets, and this is the list of the tweet ticker symbols that are in the top 50 list. and this is the breakdown of how the sentiment looks like for each one of them. Moving to the next part of this dashboard, we have the text analysis of the recent tweets. We are getting the top 10 tweets in this range. So we have data from 27th of October up to 30th of November. So we did not collect any data after 30th of November. The date range allows the user to select and get tweets in a particular time range. So here we only are getting the recent tweets in this range, and you can see like the different in the word clouds. We can see the different highlighted words. For example, in a particular date range, they can be Twitter highlighted. Here, cash is highlighted, and people have used employees word a lot. Maybe because Twitter let go of so many employees. As you can see, Tesla employs the same ultimate in a few years ago. So this is a negative tweet, and that's why we are seeing the word employees here. Instead of just the top 10 tweets, we can get the top 50, 25, or 500 tweets. Again, you can see there is a highlight of Tesla and Twitter because this was major news in this time period, and we can filter the 25 tweets to just get the Tesla tweets. So these are all the Tesla tweets. Similarly, if we are interested, we can get any other tweet in this recent tweets. For example, NVIDIA had just these tweets. If we are interested in getting the data, we can click on the data tab to understand what the data is. Again, we can get up to top 100 also. So this is like the top 100 tweets overall in this time range. This is the data. And similarly, I forgot to show you, if you are interested in seeing the data for these two charts, you can look at the data tab as well. The run ID you see here is the run ID, the clue job calculated this table. Going back, now moving on to the next visualization, which is the ticker trends. This allows you to look at the trend of the sentiment over time. Here we are looking at the monthly trend, but the interesting trend here is the daily trend. As you can see, like on certain days, the sentiment goes up, other days it goes down. The positive is depicted by the color violet. So as you can see on this particular day, the total number of positive tweets are around 1200, negative around 1100, and neutral around again 1100. If we are interested, we can look at the recent tweets for Apple in this time range by expanding this section. As I expand this section, I get the 10 most recent tweets for Apple in this time range. We can select a different time range. We can select, say, from 8th up to 16th. And now we only see the trend for that time period. And we have the information also. We can get up to top 500 tweets. And there you go. We have all the top 500 tweets here for Apple. So you can look at them and understand any patterns, what were the positive, what were the negative. And similarly, if you are interested in comparing two different symbols, so if I want to compare Tesla and Apple, so I select Tesla here, and now I can just compare both of them. And similarly, just like first chart, I can look at the recent tweets for Tesla, and I can get up to 100 up to 500 different tweets. And there you go. So this is the demo for our project, AWS data pipeline for Twitter data, and some future work that can be implemented in this project is we can implement a speed layer that allows us to see real-time results. But we did not go through that. We didn't follow through with this real-time plan because of budget constraints. Even for the batch processing piece, we are only running the jobs once a day or sometimes even once in few days. So this is one of the future works that can make the project better. In addition to this, we can make use of some modern languages for the front end like React and everything. We have used Streamlit for this demo for creating this front end. And